Nick, I'm tired of explaining to my parents that 1. Immigrants commit crimes at lower rates than natural-born Americans, and 2. Sex crimes are more likely to be committed by cishet men than trans people. It's really hard to find all the stats, and I was wondering if you had some good links and references that I could use. Not that it'll ever sway my parents' line of thinking, but I'm so tired of having to defend my and my family's basic human rights against prejudice rooted in falsehood. It's okay if this is a big ask and it's too much. I do love your videos and the work that you do, so please keep it up. This is not too big of an ask. I'll do this for you. So let's start with undocumented migrants. I went ahead and grabbed a few different types of crimes. I got these stats from the Customs Border Control, CDC, and from usafacts.org, which collects a lot of different types of data. Now, before I get started on this, I want to point out that only 3.3% of the United States population is made up of undocumented migrants. This is from data found by Pew Research Center. Why is that important? Well, that's important because we can compare the number of crimes, at least the percentage of crimes by undocumented migrants, to the percentage of the population made up of undocumented migrants. And if undocumented migrants make up a higher percentage of the population than they commit in crimes, then that means that they are less likely to commit a certain crime than documented individuals in the United States. But anyway, here are the numbers. There are 208 assaults in the United States committed by undocumented migrants, out of a total of 921,505 assaults in the United States. Which means even though undocumented migrants make up 3.3% of the United States population, they only made up 0.02% of assaults, which means they are far less likely to assault someone than another person in the United States. And here's the remaining numbers, from burglary to driving under the influence to homicide to sexual offenses, all of which undocumented migrants are less likely to commit. Moving on to trans people committing sexual crimes, there have been numerous studies about this, and every single study that I've read shows that cis-het people are just as likely to commit sexual violence as trans people. And in many cases, they're actually likely to commit more sexual violence than trans people. This paper right here was released in 2022. You can find it online for free at PubMed. But it's important to note that while trans people are not significantly more likely to commit sexual violence, they are more likely to experience it. According to the United States Office of Justice Programs, up to 15% of trans people in the United States are likely to be sexually assaulted within their lifetime. And up to 9% of them are assaulted by police officers. And another 10% of them were assaulted by healthcare professionals. So no, there is no evidence that undocumented immigrants or trans people are likely to commit any sort of crime than anyone else. And if you want me to answer any more of your questions, you can either leave a comment below, you can send me an email at contact@thatnickpowersguy.com, or you can send me a message at thatnickpowersguy.com. And of course, if you want to see more like this, hit that follow button for more.